The simulated emergency at the Irving-Grand Prairie Joint Fire Training Facility is designed to demonstrate some equipment just added here. See it in action in a moment.
This is an up-and-coming technology that really will change our fire service for the next 100 years without a shadow of a doubt.
The Grand Prairie Fire Department announced the Firefighter Air Coalition donated a fire air replenishment system for this shared training facility.
As you well know, when we fight a fire, really we need two things, that's air and water.
Back in the training tower, the water to put out the fire is of course what most of us think about, but consider the air. Imagine the impact on firefighters in full gear if this were a skyscraper.
They have already started breathing air heavily long before they get to the fire attack because they have to climb all those stairs to get to floor 10, 15, 20, 30.
Our firefighters enter these tall buildings or big warehouses and there's no air replenishment, so you use a lot of your air supply getting to the fire.
That air becomes even more critical as conditions become more smoky and challenging. They never want to have empty air tanks.
Because once they run out, their face pieces will come off their face and they'll be exposed to that superheated air, that toxic smoke, and they'll be asphyxiated, they'll get lost, and those types of things.
In buildings with these air replenishment systems, things can go very differently, specifically more safely and more quickly. Firefighters find the closest panel. Then
they connect in, they charge it up, and 30 seconds to 2 minutes later, they have a brand new cylinder of air, and where the game changer happens is it's right close to the fire.
It saves man hours and workload, and so they can focus more on mitigating the hazard rather than running back and forth getting air.
Outside, a fire department's mobile air unit is providing the charge of air into the building's panels. Some cities in North Texas are mandating these systems in new construction of large buildings. It is not a current requirement in Irving.
And we recently had one on the south end of Lake Carolyn that agreed to put this system in. So we will have our first system in, even though it's not mandated by code, and it will help our firefighters.
This Irving-Grand Prairie Joint Fire Training Facility opened in 2017 and stays busy.
There's a lot to do out here, a lot to train.
This has been a great partnership with Irving. We split the time, it's really worked out well.
This donated equipment is the latest thing to learn, all with the goal of making a difference when it's needed most.
Anything new that comes along, we try to get it into this facility to prepare our personnel to help our community make the worst day of their life a little bit better.
Thomas Gandy for CitySource.